the power of Ra. Mut. Nut. Khanu. Wadjet. Anubis. Anubis. Seshu. Neshhet. Ra! Mut, Nut, Kata, Himsu, Tasmu, Soka, Sabkat, Seshu, Rasmu, Sobek, Wadjet, Heki, Modik, Nefti, Nekbet, Ra!
Hey there, people of the internet, friends and family. Welcome back to the channel. It's me, ya boy, D-Rex. And since it's All Hallows Eve or Halloween, depending on who you are, I thought it was the perfect time to do a toy review of the god of monsters, the winged dragon of Ra, or also known as winged divine dragon of Ra in Japanese. And let me just say, I know that my costume is not Egyptian or a Yu-Gi-Oh character, but it's the closest thing I got. But hey, Fire Emblem's Robin comes from a desert country, and there they worship a dragon god, so I think it works. But anyway, before we get to what you're here for, let's do a quick recap of who and what the Winged Dragon of Ra is. Making its debut in the episode Rage of the Egyptian Gods, the Winged Dragon of Ra is one of 3 legendary god monsters in the original Yu-Gi-Oh anime series, and is the trump card of Yami Merrick. Its sacred text reads, "Spirits sing of a powerful creature that rules over all that is mystic." In the card game, it is a level 10 Divine Attribute Divine Beast monster and was first released in the game Dawn of Destiny as a promotional card. It is inspired by the ancient Egyptian sun god, Ra. And of course, we can't forget its awesome chant that is used in the show, and there are 2 versions. One being used by Atem, or also known as Yami Yugi, and it goes as follows.
Almighty protector of the sun and sky, I beg of thee, please heed my cry. Transform thyself from orb of light, and bring me victory in this fight. I beseech thee, grace our humble game. But first I shall call out thy name, Winged Dragon of Ra!
And the other version, which is my personal favorite, that is used by Yami Merrick.
Great beast of the sky, please hear my cry. Transform thyself from orb of light, and bring me victory in this fight. Envelop the desert with your glow, and cast your rage upon my foe. Unlock your power from deep within, so that together we may win. Appear in this shadow game, as I call out your name, Winged Dragon of Ra!
Sorry guys, I don't know what possessed me there. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's go ahead and look at this thing. So first things first, is what I wanted to address is the box here. Now, I apologize for the camera. For some reason, it just does not like the gold on the box. But just look at this. Now, you have to buy these online, and I'll put the links of that down below in the description of where you can get these. But, I mean, if I saw this in store, I mean, this would catch my attention because, I mean, just look at the amount of detail and coloring that is on this thing. I mean, it just pops, and that screams, you know, this is a monster you do not want to mess with. And I forgot though too, like in the anime, it is implied that Ra is so powerful that not even the combined might of Scyther and Obelisk could defeat it. So that it tells you a lot about Ra. And there's even more artwork on it. So here we go, turn around. There is, you know, the full body, and then a close-up of its head. Let's see, let's look this way. And of course, and there's the frontal view, which I just love the artwork. And last but not least, one with all 3 of the Egyptian gods: Scyther the Sky Dragon, Winged Dragon of Ra, and Obelisk the Tormentor. And I really like how the gem on their foreheads, how that really pops out. It just, again, amazing detail on the box. And now it's time to get to the good stuff. Alrighty team, here we go. And we actually have quite a few parts here to put together. So as you can see, we have Ra's head here, and I just want to point out all the detail on this. Like, I thought the box had a lot of detail, but just look at that detail. Oh my gosh. So yeah, we're gonna. I'm sorry. There was a lot of plastic to pull apart just to, grab his body here. But oh, good night. Well, let's go ahead and assemble this bad boy. Almost forgot. There's an instruction booklet that shows you where to, how to basically where all the joints go, and or not the joints, where all the pieces go, I should say, which is it's kind of obvious. But yeah, just in case if people need pictures to read, there you go. All right, there we go. Yeah, I'll just hold it up quickly before I put it on its platform. But there, look like a gander at this guy. Oh, good night. Look how big he is. Oh, that just looks beautiful. Oh, that is amazing. All right, let's go ahead and put these stands here on the board here. There we go. There we go. Oh, that is beautiful. Here, there we go. Get the camera there, situate a little better. Oh my god. Back him up so you guys can get a better view of this thing. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. Actually, hold on one second. Alright, now we got him on our rotating platform. Let's go ahead and give him a good old spinaroonie. And just look how the light reflects off it. It looks really neat. It's like the coloring works perfectly. No, this is something you would expect from Raw with the light coming down on him and shining. It does look godlike. The amount of detail that's on this thing too, like I said before, it's amazing. The little blue gem, I love. It draws you in, the red eyes and that gem. When you see this golden body, and then right there are those red and that blue gem on its head. And of course, some things I should point out too is he does have some posability. His arms can move about that far up and then this far back. As you can see, he's got an elbow joint that can move that far forward, this far back, and of course, as you saw, he's got a little wrist joint, ball joint right there. Wings don't move, tail don't move. Legs though can move that far up, move that far back. Sorry, Raw. Sorry, buddy. Your tail had to fall off. I'm sorry about that. But no pivot or joint or whatever down here by the foot, but it can move that far forward and that far back. And he has a bit of a and he does have a bit of a head swivel here, so you can pose him another way. And here, let me just get a better look. I know that camera wasn't the greatest, but yeah, that blue gem just it pops when you stare at this guy, and the I don't know what you want to call it. I know I touched on it before. The frill, is that what I want to say? The frill? Yeah, just like I know. I just love the frill. Also, something that I should mention though: be careful because the claws here are sharp. Not so much of these, but the ones on his claws up here and his feet down here. They're actually a little sharp. It's like, ow! The gods are trying to hurt me. And as I said before, this is a big boy. And what do I mean by that? Well, here's some size comparisons. Here's Mechagodzilla, Dragonzord, and Blue Eyes Shining Dragon. But of course, one thing to keep in mind though is if you want a figurine like this for yourselves, you are going to be paying a good $200 some for it. But given, I forgot to mention the weight, it's got a decent weight to it. But with how big it is, how much it weighs, and the detail that you get on it with the articulation, of the limbs and legs, I say it's well worth the price that you pay for. And I forgot to mention, I'm a little scatterbrained today, but when am I not scatterbrained? You can stand him up on his own 2 feet. You don't need to put him on the platform, but just as something I thought I should mention. But I digress. I will at some point in the near future purchase Always a Tormentor and Scyther of the Sky during it, because I'm hey, if you get Raw, you gotta get the other 2. But I will, at some point, like I said, I will do a review on those figurines at some point. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for joining me. Like, comment, subscribe, all those good things. Let me know in the comment section if you would like to see me do more of this type of content. And I'll see you in the next video.